Hello everyone. You are on the channel Ukraine Will Win. Today we're diving deep into the latest developments on the battlefield, where Ukrainian forces continue to demonstrate remarkable resilience, strategic brilliance, and an unbreakable will to defend their homeland. The situation is dynamic, with significant shifts happening along the entire front line. Let's break down the most recent successes and what they mean for the bigger picture. First, let's talk about the Kharkiv region. In a series of meticulously planned and lightning-fast counter-offensives, Ukrainian brigades have made substantial gains. We're seeing reports of several key settlements being liberated. This isn't just about reclaiming territory. It's about disrupting enemy supply lines, degrading their command and control structures, and forcing them onto the defensive. The speed and coordination of these operations have been praised by military analysts worldwide. It shows that Ukraine is not just holding the line, but is capable of dictating the tempo of the war in critical areas. The liberation of each town and village is a massive morale boost for the nation and a testament to the bravery of the soldiers on the ground. Moving south, the situation around the Zaporizhia front is also heating up. Ukrainian forces are methodically pushing forward, employing what experts call bite and hold tactics. They are making incremental but steady gains, securing new positions and repelling counterattacks. This is a war of attrition, and every meter of ground gained is hard won. The focus here is on wearing down the enemy's defenses, targeting their artillery, and creating conditions for larger breakthroughs. The use of high-precision Western-supplied artillery and drone reconnaissance has been a game-changer, allowing Ukrainian units to identify and neutralize high-value targets with incredible accuracy. This minimizes risks to their own troops while maximizing the impact on the opposing forces. Now let's turn our attention to the east, in the Donbas. This has been the scene of some of the most intense fighting since the start of the full-scale invasion. Despite the immense pressure, Ukrainian defenders are holding firm in key strategic points like Bakhmut and Avdiivka. But it's not just about defense. Ukrainian units are actively conducting local counterattacks, reclaiming positions on the flanks, and making it incredibly costly for the enemy to attempt any further advances. This active defense strategy is crucial. It prevents the enemy from regrouping and launching new offensives, keeping them constantly off balance. The soldiers in the Donbas are showing incredible courage, fighting for every street and every trench in grueling conditions. One of the most significant aspects of recent Ukrainian successes is the effectiveness of their long-range strike capabilities. We've seen a dramatic increase in successful strikes deep behind enemy lines. Ammunition depots, command posts, fuel storage facilities, and key logistical hubs have all been targeted and destroyed. These strikes have a ripple effect across the entire front. When you destroy an ammo dump, you starve their artillery. When you hit a command center, you disrupt their coordination. This campaign to cripple the enemy's logistical backbone is a core part of Ukraine's strategy, and it's paying off. It weakens their ability to sustain offensive operations and makes their positions on the front line more vulnerable. The Black Sea has also been a critical theater of operations. Ukraine's innovative use of naval drones has fundamentally changed the naval balance. They have successfully targeted and damaged several vessels of the enemy's fleet, forcing them to pull their most valuable ships further away from Ukrainian shores. This has effectively reduced the threat of amphibious landings and seaborne missile strikes. It's a classic example of asymmetric warfare, where a technologically advanced and adaptable force can challenge a larger, more conventional navy. This success has not only protected Ukraine's coastline, but has also helped secure vital grain export corridors, which are crucial for global food security. Behind these battlefield successes is the incredible work of Ukrainian intelligence and partisan movements. Information gathered from inside occupied territories has been vital for planning operations and identifying targets. The resistance movement continues to be a thorn in the side of the occupiers, conducting acts of sabotage and providing a constant reminder that Ukrainian land will never be truly conquered. This synergy between the regular army and the resistance is a powerful force multiplier. Of course, none of this would be possible without the unwavering support of Ukraine's international partners. The continuous flow of military aid from armored vehicles and air defense systems to artillery shells and training, is essential. The training of Ukrainian soldiers in partner countries has elevated their skills to NATO standards, enhancing their effectiveness and interoperability. This global coalition of support sends a clear message that the free world stands with Ukraine in its fight for sovereignty and freedom. The recent announcements of new aid packages, including more advanced air defense systems, will further bolster Ukraine's ability to protect its cities and its troops. Let's also talk about the human element. The morale of the Ukrainian armed forces remains exceptionally high. They are fighting for their homes, their families, and their future. This motivation is a weapon that no army can buy. Stories of heroism and sacrifice emerge daily from the front lines, inspiring the entire nation. On the other side, reports suggest declining morale and logistical challenges among the invading forces. The contrast is stark and plays a significant role in the outcomes we are seeing on the ground. Furthermore, Ukraine's domestic defense industry is ramping up production. From drones and ammunition to armored vehicles, Ukrainian factories are working around the clock to supply the front. This effort to build self-sufficiency is critical for the long-term sustainability of the war effort. It reduces reliance on external supplies for certain categories of equipment and showcases the ingenuity and resilience of the Ukrainian people. The development of new, domestically produced long-range drones, for example, is a testament to Ukraine's technological prowess even under the most challenging circumstances. So what does this all mean for the future? The recent successes demonstrate that Ukraine has seized the strategic initiative in several key areas. They are proving that with the right strategy, determination, and support, they can not only defend their territory but also liberate it. The coming weeks and months will be crucial. We can expect Ukraine to continue its campaign of pressuring the enemy across the front, probing for weaknesses, and launching targeted offensives where conditions are favorable. The path to victory is not easy, and the cost is incredibly high. Every meter of liberated land is paid for, with the courage and lives of Ukraine's defenders. It's important for the world to remember that this isn't just a conflict on a map. It's a fight for the very principles of international law and human dignity. Ukraine's success is a victory for everyone who believes in a world where sovereign nations can determine their own destiny without fear of aggression. The strategic landscape is constantly evolving, and Ukraine is adapting and innovating at an incredible pace. The combination of Western technology, Ukrainian ingenuity, and an unbreakable spirit is proving to be a formidable force. As we watch these events unfold, it's clear that Ukraine is not just surviving. It is fighting intelligently and effectively, moving steadily towards its goal of restoring its territorial integrity. Thank you for joining us today on Ukraine Will Win. The fight continues, and we will be here to bring you the latest updates and analysis. Stay strong, stay informed, and continue to support Ukraine in its brave struggle for freedom. Please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next report. Slava Ukraini!